by a landslide, basically, and for good reason. First of all, Montana is the single most successful fifth wheel in the history of history. This one gives us that big opposing slide living room with a hide-a-bed, a theater seat, and a table and chairs, or booth option as it were, island kitchen, plus a full king bed in a slide upstairs with an interesting windshield bedroom that actually, the way they designed the upper deck of this one, peeled about a foot and change out of the total towing length of this one. So it's big enough in the living room if you want to get there and spend a lot of time, you can, but it's compact and small enough that if you're going to be towing and going, as far as big fifth wheels go, it's one of the best riding, best handling, towing and going fifth wheels you're gonna find in a big full. Like up top here, you've got that rain censoring max air vent fan, a 12 volt ceiling fan that, well, it looks like a residential fan over there is actually 12 volts. So a lot of ceiling fans in RVs are not that. They are 110 only. Activate or deactivate the lights above the sofa. It also has a dimmer function on it, which is very nice. So that if you're, trying to do a popcorn movie night or something like that on a rainy day, and an RV like a Montana, this is, you're flirting with glamping here. You're more than just camping. I know plenty of people who full-time in something like a high country. Having a good entertainment center that is functional day and night, now that is a handy thing. Now, you kind of have two heating systems on this, because in addition to the heat pump that we already mentioned, you will have another 5,000 BTUs of heat in your living room right here, and the RV has 12 volt thermostatic high dollar fancy pants fifth wheels have been doing just the 4-inch fart fan here in the bathrooms. By default, a high country is no different, whereas a full Monty, the big brother of the family, they are the big fan standard, but at least you can upgrade that from the factory level on a high country anyhow. Above the bed over here, at first glance, a lot of people didn't like them. As the year has gone on, I've seen more and more people warm up to these. I see so many RVs that actually could be my mistake. Now, that being said, if you are a CPAP user and you have a big machine or something like that, you've got a nice stand right there here, which does have a blackout nightshade like we kind of peeked at in the living room, by the way. You have options between a queen or king bed. We're looking at the king today. Looking at the, oh my God, my train of thought just totally went off the rails. Oh, all the critical stuff. Doesn't matter which fridge you get because it's completely unobstructed. The fridge and the freezer are both fully travel accessible, which is fantastic. One of the things I mean by that is awesome patio awning space. Look at how they, the forward awning, the main, I guess you could say, awning, very, very large, and they short-armed it so that it's not going to be like too much of a headbanger. Now, depending on how tall you are, if you're my size, yeah, you may still bonk your head on the bottom of those arms. Whereas, let's give you a couple points of consideration, because that's the things that I like to do. Tell you, here's the awesome stuff, but also here's the extra info that maybe not everybody gives you. The second awning over here, awesome for patio space. You gotta watch out, you don't want to run into it. And it's an absolute fact, when the entry door is right next to an awning arm like that, especially next to a slide out, if it's a rainy day, you're gonna get spritzed in the face. All the windows over here on the door side, one of my personal favorite features. And let's talk some construction points. They do an offset double substrate. Long story short, they lay down the paneling below the. Additionally, one of the really cool major qualities on this one that I don't think a lot of people realize is that Montana's, all of them, have CNC routed sidewalls.
Where are you? Are you going to come and look for your kid? You're going to come and look? It's time for people to start asking those questions. Don't hide in your little house.